Good morning, everybody, and this is your Dow Jones day trade setups for today. So yesterday it was looking relatively bullish with uptrend, and you're just waiting for a pullback on structure. This morning doesn't look so good. We have a potential double top here, so you can see swing high, higher swing high, and then look at the diversions here. So obviously for a double top to play out, we need to drop below this area here, which is 31,760, and we need to retest that for a move to the downside. So that's the one scenario. We are above the moving averages, which is bullish, and we are pointing to the upside, which is still bullish on the 8 hour. The daily really giving us a double top look and feel with a big engulfing bar from yesterday. So the key thing on the daily though is we've got a crossover here of our moving averages, and we have had a half-hearted attempt at retesting the 155 EMA. So lots going on here. There's a bit of a separation brewing here as well. And then we have CPI data coming out today, so that could also upset the apple cart. We start drilling down to 3 hour. You can see oscillators grouping to the downside or getting there at the moment. They have separated, which is always a good sign. And then we have loads of structure here. You see this is the first bit of structure. Each one of these tails is going to be some kind of area where you need to pay attention to. So, and I'll put the last one in as well. So that is kind of the levels of support that are just below us. So double top only verified once we break below 31,760. So until then, this is really just a range consolidation, call it what you want. Now, we do have CPI data coming out today, so obviously the markets are going to be waiting to see what happens there. If it is a as expected print, I would expect us to continue drifting to the downside and sideways until all the election noise is out of the way, or the midterm elections is out of the way. If it is a really good number, I expect us to spike relatively aggressively. And if it's a really bad number, I'd expect us to pretty much slice through these levels like butter, breaking down the bottom here and forming a double top. So my view today is wait and see. I don't see any other option right now. You could possibly, just look at the 15-minute, and we could argue that, look at this at the open. We got rejections of the 155. We got rejections of the moving averages, and gradually just moving down, down, down until the bottom fell out here. So it could be some more of the same. I just want to just get two levels here that you would maybe want to be looking to short. So this would be 32,789 and 32,859. Stop would be above this area anyway. So that would be, if we do drift higher this morning, that would probably be the area to look for a short to the downside. I'm personally going to wait for that data. I think let's just wait to see what the data says. Give it like 15-20 minutes for the dust to settle, and then we can start looking at these levels and seeing what's happening. So if the data is kind of like normal and we just swing around and we come up and bounce off here and we get some decent price action for a rejection, then we're definitely looking for shorts. Converse is true to the downside here though. If we start finding support on one of these levels lower down, and I would argue it'd have to be between 32,526 and 32,408. That's kind of my line in the sand. If we get through that, then I'm expecting us to come and test these lower levels. Going to be messy, but that's kind of the view I've got at the moment. So yeah, you look at the weekly, tells the downside, tells the upside. This is a strong area of resistance that we are flirting with here. So this 32,859 area is a strong area of resistance, and you see by all the levels in there that there is a lot going on in there. We've also in between all the moving averages. So I expect us to still bounce around here a little bit more. Once we've got the weekly looking positive, you can see what happens once, especially on the Dow, once the weekly confirms the direction, then it's pretty much plain sailing. Doesn't matter where. We're back to 2016 here. You can see Took us basically a whole year to confirm that the trend was up, and then we had a whole year of up. Anyway, that's kind of long-term view, but for me today, sit on hands, wait for this, and then we'll wait and see. The DAX does look like it's going to sort of have a retracement of some sort today, so we probably find this thing sliding a little bit longer till we get data. So don't be too surprised to see it just slide through some of these levels before getting to the downside. And then when the data comes out, looking for an explosive move one way or the other. So I'm sit on hands until that data comes out, and then we will pay attention to these levels. Hope that helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.